Hey everyone, it's Kenji. I'm here in Georgetown, and lunch today, I'm sucking down a chili dog by Matt's. So Matt's down in Georgetown. I don't know how long this place has been here, but it is one of the places in Seattle where you can get a natural casing hot dog, which to me is sort of all important. You know, I grew up in New York where hot dogs, I'm not going to have an argument about which city has the best hot dog culture, but there is hot dog culture in New York. I grew up going to Gray's Papaya, which used to be on 110th Street. That one closed down. There's still a Gray's Papaya on 72nd Street, but natural casing hot dog, all beef hot dog with a papaya drink is sort of my go-to cheap comfort meal. So I was happy when I came to Seattle and I found a place that does actual natural casing hot dogs, because typically the places that do Seattle dogs, you know, which are those hot dogs that are grilled over an open fire, they have grilled onions and cream cheese. We can talk about that in a separate video, but usually they don't use natural casing hot dogs. They use either skinless hot dogs or collagen casing hot dogs. So how do you tell if a hot dog is going to be natural casing before you buy it? Well, the main thing is that at the end of a skinless hot dog, you're going to see sort of a puckered, I'm not going to use, what am I going to call it? A puckered butthole. That's what it kind of looks like. Whereas on a natural casing hot dog, because there's no way to not be a little bit gross when you're talking about hot dogs, by the way, but because lamb intestines are a little bit stretchier and more flexible, instead of getting that sort of puckered look, you end up with kind of a sort of nipple look, you know, or a belly button look. A good natural casing hot dog should have a belly button on the end. The reason natural casing is so important is because it's what gives a good hot dog that snap. When you bite into it, it has that juicy snap, which you don't get from a skinless hot dog. So you could have the best tasting hot dog filling in the world. If it's not in a natural casing, it's not going to have that snap. By the way, people do get a little confused about this because you see the term all beef hot dog. All beef hot dogs, if they're in a natural casing, they're actually all beef inside, but the casing itself is made of lamb intestines. You're not going to find what's a normal sized hot dog that has a beef casing. Beef casings are gigantic, and hog casings are sort of the size of a you know, what, like a bratwurst or like a regular sausage. So you're not going to find a regular hot dog with a natural casing that is anything other than a lamb casing. So anyhow, Matt's, they do hot dogs. You know, I usually get the sauerkraut and mustard dog, which is the way I always order my hot dogs in New York. So that's what I get here. They also do their chili dog, of course, and I like their chili sauce. It's more of it's not like sort of, you know, when I think of chili dogs, I think of sort of Midwest style conies, you know, which have like a Greek chili on them. So a chili with some spicing to it, sometimes some cinnamon, sometimes some cloves. This is more of like I don't know what kind of chili you would call this, like cafeteria style chili. It's got that sort of classic, you know, from a packet flavor. I can taste some of the thickeners in here. Not that that's bad, by the way. It really tastes like a classic chili. Cumin, a little bit of spice, but not really much spice to speak of in terms of like spiciness, heat. They put onions on there. As far as a sauce for a chili dog goes, I think it's very classic and great. These buns also, I think, are really important. They steam the buns. They don't griddle them. They don't grill them. They're not too tough. They're kind of soft and squishy. I think a soft, squishy hot dog bun is essential to a great hot dog, at least this style of hot dog, because it doesn't offer any resistance. So you really feel the snap of the dog, even as you're biting through it. You know, obviously the ends that poke out, that first bite is going to be the best one. But as you eat through it, you're going to get the snap going through because the bun is properly steamed and soft. So I love that. You know, every time I come here and mention it, someone tells me, oh, you know, you got to try the burger as well. And I've never tried the burger. I don't know why, but I haven't. I haven't tried anything other than the hot dogs because I usually come here for hot dogs. By the way, Georgetown, this area of Georgetown, not the prettiest intersection in the world, but there's a lot of good food around here. There is, across the street, there's Chololo's, which makes good burritos. There's Katsu Burger, which makes a unique burger. Nearby, there's also Carozzo's cheesesteaks, which makes, I think, probably the best real Philly-style cheesesteak in Seattle. So all that is down here in this neighborhood. And probably someone is going to tell me this is not technically Georgetown either, which it probably isn't. I'm still having trouble getting my Seattle neighborhoods properly sorted out in my head, but I think of it as Georgetown. Anyhow, right, I'm done blathering. This is a good hot dog. They've got a nice little outdoor patio right by this really ugly intersection, so you can sit here and watch the cars go by as you suck down your chili dog. You know, recently I heard someone mention that when John Mellencamp talks about sucking down a chili dog behind the Tasty Freeze, you know, in the song Life Goes On, that he wasn't actually talking about a hot dog, He was talking about a slush puppy, that a chili dog is another word for a slush puppy. I don't know if that's true. That sounds crazy to me if that's true. Like, why would you call a slush puppy a chili dog? But anyhow, I am here. I'm sucking down my chili dog, and I'm enjoying it. So I hope you come down here and suck some chili dogs too. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Okay, so I did decide to go in and get the burger just to sort of, well, people told me to do it, so I did it. Let's see how that works. This is a sort of picture-perfect hamburger. It looks, I always think of these sort of picture-perfect hamburgers as they remind me of the burgers at In-N-Out. Of course, when I see a burger kind of poking out of its packaging like that, with that big layer of vegetables underneath, the iceberg lettuce underneath. Very thin patties. They made this burger. It must have taken 30 seconds from the time I ordered it till the time I got it in my hand. Wow, that's really good. Yeah, I always think of great hot dogs as an East Coast thing and great burgers as a West Coast thing, but Matt's got it all. Hey, for this style of burger, this kind of In-N-Out style burger where you got a ton of lettuce, fresh vegetables, and a really nice sort of tangy sauce. This is pretty high up there in Seattle for that style burger. This is up there with, I think Pickwick's burgers maybe are a little bit better. But I came here for the hot dogs, and to know that I can also get a good burger when I'm down in this neighborhood, that's good to know. All right, now I'm really gonna go. All right, guys, gals, non-binary pals, see you next time.